Here we are, guys. We are past the halfway point with our Wheel of Fate with Newcastle United. We are into season number 6, which means we have only got 6 options left. Sorry, 5 options left. And, well, looking at them, I've got 4 really bad ones and 1 okay one. I'm not fancying this one in the slightest, but let's get it spun because we've got to get it out of the way anyway. And this is where things could really start to hamper our progression even more on ticking off those trophies off our trophy list. And oh no! Oh man, this is going to be bad. I've got to terminate the contract of my best goalkeeper, so my starting goalkeeper, my best centre-back, my best central midfielder, and my best striker. Taking out the entire spine of my team. I've just got to terminate the contracts and get on with it. I really hope that the board don't sack me for this. I really do. Oh, I wonder how this is going to work out. Join me once I got it all sorted out and loaded up on the game. Well, there we have it, folks. We've been dealt possibly our worst blow of the rebuild. Well, not the rebuild, but you know what I mean anyway. We've been given an absolute stinker off the Wheel of Fate. So basically what I did have to go and do, you can see it's the 5th of August, so I've gone along in the season a little bit. And yes, I had to cancel the contracts of my 4 best players. So my starting goalkeeper, my big starting centre-back, central midfielder, and my striker, which I'm absolutely gutted about. But every cloud has a silver lining, so to speak. Or does it? I don't know. Let's have a look at the transfers, because as you will see, if I go back one and have a look at the free transfers, so hang on, I'll turn this around. So there we go, Haaland. We only had him for 1 season. Bless you, Erling Haaland. Thank you very much for the... How many goals was it again that he scored? 35 in the league, 64 in total. 64 goals in total. Now, you'll see that he's at PSG, and I will add a little caveat into this. So, what I didn't realise when I designed the Wheel of Fate and I cancelled the contracts, I attempted to cancel the contracts of technically my 4 best players in the team. It wouldn't let me do it. The board wouldn't allow it. So what I had to do was basically just free transfer them to other clubs around Europe. And that's exactly what I did. So Haaland has ended up going to PSG. Guimaraes technically still was my best centre mid. But at the age of 30, I thought, you know what, he's probably going to want a nice little trip out to the desert. So he's gone to Saudi Arabia, sadly. That one I'm not too bothered about because I've got other players coming through. Haaland I'm well peed at, to be fair. And this one as well, Christian Mosquera. Now, obviously, I had to tap between him and Hincapié, but Mosquera technically on current ability points was better than Hincapié, and that's why he's gone. And he's gone to Barcelona, so he's gone back to Spain. Devoed to lose him, and James Trafford, our goalkeeper. And again, I was not too bothered about this. My standard of goalkeepers. It didn't really pan out. Trafford, I don't know. He's rated as one of the best English goalkeepers on the game, but he never seems to get past sort of this level of ability. And to value him at that sort of amount of money, well, I stuck him in the Bournemouth side anyway. But obviously, to counteract all this, I had to go shopping and bring in some players. So just before the tick over, you will see that I spent 66 million on Paul Wanner. A player I don't think I've ever bought before, very highly rated, potential ability off the scale, consistent, enjoys big matches, very, very good player, so he fills in a lot of spots. He can play virtually anywhere in the midfield. And I got this young regen, Gonzalo Diaz from Uruguay, who's rated as a resolute wonder kid with a 5-star ability, and I think this kid could go far. I potentially could have found a worldie here. Only time will tell, I suppose. We are only on season number 6 as it stands, but that is a very good signing. But we didn't stop there. I did spend a little bit more money, not massive amounts of money, and I actually wanted to start bringing in some British regens as well, to help with the homegrown quota coming into European football. I didn't want to like sort of put loads and loads and loads of European players into the squad, so I went raiding on Man City. I signed a regen centre-back, 17-year-old Simon Tipple. I think it's got good potential, a bit injury prone, so we'll see whether that one works out. Dominic Holland, we signed from Wolves, but is back on loan at Wolves. Can play centre-back or DM, and I think is a very, very good, potentially a very good player. At the age of 20 though, we will see. But as I say, season-long loan at Wolves. Hopefully that will help him out. And Stephen Davies, another Welsh lad, 20 years old, but has higher potential ability. Lacks a little bit of consistency, but again, is on loan at Reading for the rest of the season to build up his game time. Transfers out. Lloyd Kelly has finally left. He's gone out to the Middle East. Tom Davies and Aidan Harris, a couple of youngsters. Harvey Barnes left on a free. Samarzic has left as well to Villa, which I believe that one, if I look at that correctly, is a mandatory future fee in there as well for him, so he just didn't really settle. Financially wise, I mean, one more can be said, our overall balance is amazing. I've still got a massive transfer budget that I can't actually spend now because really good squad, and I'm very, very happy with it. There may be a couple of outgoings still. You'll see that Lewis Hall, he's got a loan bid from Wolves. Pablo Torre, there is a bid from Napoli to sell him, so he'll be out. But because it's only 5th of August, I'm going to simulate it from here. Going to see how this season goes, considering the fact that I've lost Haaland and Guimaraes, two of the most influential players in the squad. How damaging is that going to be? I'm hoping not too damaging. Obviously, we're not going to get another 60 goals out of one striker this season. Although saying that, there are players here that are more than capable of it. Isak and Ferguson are more than capable of making up for that. Now, I did have a tactic last season to obviously keep Haaland in the side and play Ferguson and Isak up front. But with them going, I've changed back to a 4-2-3-1 with the shadow striker and complete forward up front, which will be Ferguson and Isak in that central areas there, hopefully. So, fingers crossed. Gonna go simulate the season. Let's see how season number 6 goes. I'll see you in a couple of seconds. Well, as it happens, losing Haaland and Guimaraes and Trafford and Mosquera at the start of the season had a detrimental effect. You can see on the graph here. If we go to the league table, I'll have a look at this past positions. So let's have a look at Newcastle. We started off pretty rough. We were there about mid-table, and then things started to click a little bit, and we hit a little bit of form, and we managed in the end to get up to 3rd place, and we only finished 5 points off the league title, which when you consider we've won it 2 years on the bounce, then Spurs won it. Spurs on this game are ridiculous, by the way. They keep on winning the league. I don't know how they do it, but obviously Spurs have won it this time around. We missed out on the opportunity to win it 3 in a row. It's unfortunate, but I kind of expected a little bit of a drop back after losing those 4 players. But even still, Ferguson ended up top goal scorer. Anthony Gordon was in the average rating, which is good. No clean sheets in there though, which is disappointing. But assist-wise, Alex Scott and Anthony Gordon in the top there. So we're still performing pretty well. All the competitions though, how did we get on? Come on. Take another for the FA Cup. Quarter-final of the Champions League as well. 4th round by Chelsea on the Carabao. Yeah. Runner-up in the Community Shield. Oh well, I'm not going to lose any sleep over that one. So, in the FA Cup, who did we beat? We beat Leeds 1-0. Fantastic. Who else did we have? Brighton 4-0 in the semis. Quarters. Sunderland. Ooh, North East Derby for that. I mean, it only took us to penalties. 5th round, again, penalties with Sheffield United. 4th round at home, Bristol City. But to be fair, actually, we have had a pretty Derby. Only 1-0 though, 3rd round. We've had a pretty smooth run in the FA Cup, I'd say. That's not too bad. Champions League wise, let's have a look at the league phase. Qualified top. We qualified top, and we got knocked out by AC Milan well, we knocked out Lazio in the round of 16. Then we got AC Milan, who finished below us, and we lost 5-4 in aggregate. That's annoying. That is annoying. Okay, okay. Quick look at the finances. 230 million. Well, it's down to the wheel of fate what happens in season number 7, so I have no idea what's going to happen to that. Or whether we're going to spend it or what. I ain't got a clue. I ain't got a clue. If we go to the squad, yeah, that's disappointing. 25 from Ferguson is good. Isak, oh, he done his Achilles. When was that? On the 4th. So he's been he done his Achilles in. So that's going to hamper him, but he's still got 18 and 38, which isn't too bad. Anthony Gordon, 15 and 17, which is really good. Nazinho, not paying attention. Salas actually played a few games for us this time, didn't do too bad. Lewis Miley, by the way, all-round great box-to-box midfielder now, really, really good. But I am playing him deeper, in a like sort of Tonali position. But he's developing really, really well. Paul Wanner, 9 and 9 for a debut season, not bad. Alex Scott with an over 7 average rating, 10 and 13. João Rego, 5 and 12. He started. Some of these players are just getting utterly ridiculous. But where do we go from here? Well, into season number 7, we now are coming down to the back end of the wheel of fate. I don't think there's anything nice left for us. But nothing will be as bad as losing your 4 best players for free. That is for certain. Please do subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video, and go and check out the rest of the episodes of the series if this is the first one that you've seen. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later. Ta-ra.